Hi YouTubers, today is, well actually it's the 9th, so it's Veda Day 9, and I didn't vlog on Veda Day 8. I missed a day because the day turned out a lot different than I expected. I was busy all day, and then after I made dinner and we ate and everything, and I took care of my parrots, we got called out for a little while, and then I got my grandson to bed kind of late, and I was exhausted because I was pretty busy when we got called out, and so I came home just totally exhausted and in a ton of pain. The arthritis in my spine, I kind of messed myself up, but a few pills and knocked me out, and I was in bed early and asleep. So yesterday I didn't get day 8 done. Yesterday's topic, and I'm sitting in a different spot if you haven't noticed. Actually, where I typically sit is the other way, facing off over my right shoulder, whereas I usually sit. You can see over there, see there's one of my lights I turn on for, it's on my face then, or aiming toward me but not at me. But I'm vlogging in a different direction so that I can have my laptop in front of me, because yesterday's topic was about YouTubing and what you use it for and who you follow and whatnot. And I'm going to combine yesterday's and today because both topics are pretty good. Yesterday's topic was about YouTubing, and I have been following YouTubers for years. I've been following vlogs for years. I don't even know how many years. Years, as far back as I can remember, I think. Um, and some of the ones that I started, well, the one that I started out following has gone by quite a few, not quite a few, several different names. Um, the Dame Next Door is, I believe, her latest, but then suddenly she just disappeared, and I followed her for so long, and she was the first one, and I'd never even heard of vlogging or video blogging before that. But I started following her and praying for her situations and looking forward to seeing what was going on in her life. Um, and then she just disappeared without a trace. I don't even know her real name. But that's been quite a while. Since then, I've started following some others. I'm looking here because I do follow so many YouTubers that they're not all vlogs, but I follow so many YouTubers that it's insane, and I know that I would never remember who I wanted to say. Um, Fit and Fab by 40 is one of my favorites. Leah is just adorable. She and I are probably not alike at all, but that's probably why I enjoy her. She's always perky and bright and smiley. Even when she's talking about things she doesn't like or stresses or whatever, she just is a pleasure to watch and follow. And she also does Veda, but not the SSS Veda, I don't believe. She doesn't use that hashtag. Um, by the way, this YouTube question is for SSS Veda for those of you who are doing that. And if you're not doing that, that is what my post yesterday would have been about anyway, for that. I've also been following um, for a long time Bonnie 90505, but she doesn't vlog very often like she used to. She has a couple of channels, but she doesn't vlog very often. Sometimes she talks a lot about natural things. She talks about low carbing, which is big to me, weight loss, health issues, and other things. I mean, she talks, but she has another channel, but I follow it, but she never uses it. So now I've started following my husband since he started. Somebody else's darling is, she goes pregnant and barefoot, although it's not spelled all the way out, but she's just adorable. I have nothing in common with her either. She's young, she's married, she's having babies, she's 5 kids. I I have nothing in common with her. I'm old. I'm married. We're both married, and I only have one child, and she's grown up with a child of her own. Um, I like Amy Miyamoto, although she's a fairly new vlogger that I've started following. There's Bonnie K 1958 3 weeks ago. She is the same one that's Bonnie 90505, but she just doesn't post anything on that. The last time she posted was a month ago, which is a shame because I really like following her. I do follow some vloggers who are full-time RVers or even part-time RVers because that's our goal. So I do follow some of them who are, really, um, very interesting to me at least. Um, I'm going to look at but I have them separated by, topic here. So Um, let's see. Chris Penn, I've been following for a long time as he travels in his van. But I don't know, I'm getting kind of over that now. He's arrived in his destination or whatever. Um, there's more of him living the van life, long, long honeymoon. These are all people who I follow who live on the road full time, or at least most of the time, or at least have something interesting to say to me about. But those are the vlogs. And Dex Travels is another one that I like and that I follow. Gone with the Winds is another one. WYNNS. Um, uh, I don't remember all the names of all of them, unfortunately, because if they don't post very often, I forget their names. But then a post will come up, and I'm crazy. I'm like, oh yeah, I get to hear from so and so, and I don't always get to. Um, One of my very, very favorites, and if I see that he's posted anything, is Chef John. Foodwishes.com is where he posts, and he posts recipes. And I know that I'm leaving out a ton of people because I follow, like I say, about 200 different. They're not all vlogs, but people. And I find that what I use YouTube for, that was another part of this day 8 question, was I use it to learn things. I'm kind of techno. My husband and I both like our techno geeky stuff. So we like to look up unboxings, and we like to see reviews of geeky thing. I'll do that to get that off my glasses. Of geeky things that we're considering buying, like when we were buying tablets, when we buy digital cameras, computers, netbooks, whatever we're buying, cell phones. We use it a lot for that. I use it for music. I like to look up music that's played on the same kind of keyboards that I use because I like to watch how people play it and get some tips. I like to watch performers that we like. We went to this concert um, last week, and when I got home, I looked up the people that we saw and watched some more of their stuff on YouTube. Um, so I really use YouTube for a lot of things, and I use it a lot, and I have used it a lot. It's one of my favorite sites. I've used it a lot for a lot of years. I mean, it wasn't even that popular when I started using it, and now that it's exploded sort of in the last maybe 5 or 6 years, it's getting a little less difficult or less easy to navigate. I am always looking for vloggers with whom I have something in common. Women in their 50s that, are kind of at my place in life, although they don't have to be exactly, but at least, with that age similarity going on. I would like to at least see uh, what they're doing with their lives. Oh, Grandma Cheap Cheap, she's another one I love. She's great. She does a lot of cooking and talking while she cooks. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot Pam Young. She's in the kitchen. She does, is one of her channels, I believe. She does a lot of low carb cooking, and she does do other things besides that. Um, and she's darling. She's totally darling, and she does wonderful food and things that I would never think of. Um, but I don't think of her. I don't watch her other ones just because I watch so many. So I stick with her. She's in the kitchen channel, and um, and she's darling too. I follow her really, you know. Her, Chef John, and Fit and Fab by 40 are probably the three that post the most often that I watch. And I'm not even counting the ones that I've found since Veda started, because I've subscribed to a whole bunch more um, that I'm watching throughout this month, and whether I stay with them or not, it depends on how they go. But there are some wonderful vloggers out there. Most of them are much younger than me, 20s or whatever, and that's fine because I enjoy what they say. And I enjoy interacting with them, and I enjoy commenting on their vlogs. But I do, by the end of the month, I'll probably see who I like or who I may not have. My husband is crawling on the floor behind me because he wants to get to the kitchen and he doesn't want to be on the background of my video here. See, he's getting something out of the refrigerator like a mouse. He's like a little mouse. There he goes. Her little dog, yeah. Okay, so that's it. And I was going to combine day 8 and well, I will combine day 8 and day 9 because I don't think I have a whole lot to say about day 9's SSS Veda topic. It was uh, day 9 is favorite book or something you're currently reading. I don't read many books. I watch YouTube. I have some books in my Kindle, and I'll occasionally pick up one of those. Of course, the only book I really pick up every day or read with any degree of regularity is the Bible, which I've been doing for 30 odd years. But that's really the only book, and if I look around, I don't see books except for music books that I use with my keyboard when I play. So that was an easy one for Book Lovers Day for SSS Veda. Um, but yesterday's day 8 with the YouTube, which is me and YouTube, that was a good one because I had a lot to say. So now we're over 11 minutes and I'm done. So have a good evening. God bless, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.